I just snatched up another little bag of IOST. Let's talk about why. What's up, you guys? Carlton Flowers here, your crypto pro. Hey, check this out. I got a new microphone. That's why I sound so much better. Have you noticed the smoothness of my voice? Check this out. I got this little puppy at Best Buy just a couple days ago. I used it on the last video. It worked so well it drowned out my music. So now I'm trying to rebalance and see what level to set this at where you can still hear the funky background beats playing so we can have some mildly entertaining videos. Okay, enough of that. Let's get rid of me and talk about why I just snatched up another bag of IOST. And we're not talking an insanely large amount. I only got about 11,000 more of IOST. That comes to the tune of what, $85, somewhere around there. But looking at the 4-hour chart, I'll show you why I made this decision. First of all, we're trading below the point of, there I go again. I can never say point of control, the point of control. There's some type of a bug in my brain where I just can't say this while being on video at the same time. But then as soon as the video stops, I can say point of control all day long. Well, anyway, we are trading below the point of control, and we are at this major fib circle boundary right here at the 3.618. This is the 3.618 right here. And this is a formerly hot ring, okay? Meaning it has a lot of action on this ring, prior price action. So you can see how we stuck to the line right here, and then we have this little red candle where it's about to bail off of this line. But at the same time that it looks like it's about to bail off of that line, the stochastic is looking really, really good. We had a crossover right here where the fast line overtook the slow line and it looked like it was ready to go up, but now the fast line has looks like it's about to cross back under the slow line, so it's going to languish down here a little bit more. That's why we see a bit of a red candle forming right here, because this stochastic, the blue, was ready to go up and there was a gap here. But then it shot back down, it crossed over as this candle is coming down. Well, whatever the case, I think it's safe to say that we have bottomed out somewhere around the 10% level. So at 10%, usually it hasn't been dipping below the 10% level as of recent. So when we hit down in that area right there, that's when we can usually look for a rise in the stoke. And so unless it does like one of these numbers here where it quickly comes up and goes back down, but that was in the midst of this downtrend here, it could be clear skies for a nice rise and maybe a move up to the 4.236 fib circle ring. So I think that's enough to take a chance, but this is why I didn't put a lot of money into this. I just wanted to test it out, just to test my skills, because I want to get better and better at swing trading and consolidating on the dips, doing the dollar cost average game. There it is, dollar cost averaging. It's a very, very tremendous way to make lots of fantastic moves and make billions and billions of dollars. Okay. So let's turn drawing mode off and get me out of here again. Let's kind of scrunch this in. Looking at the volume profile, again, we see the bulk of these buy orders that are going on above the current price. So I think if we can get somewhat of a bounce down here, and then we'll just judge and see how strong is this move going to be. Is it going to be a little one, a strong one? Is it going to break the previous high right here? We came in almost at 9 cents. So I'd like to see what happens. This was a rejection, so my thought is this is a chance to maybe, you know, if we come up above this 3.618, it'll probably poke through that ring and come on up to the 4.236, and then we'll see if we get a rejection at that point or a pump. I don't think it's really going to be a massive, you know, major pump. I don't think so, because we're not yet in that phase. I mean, it could happen, because when we look at what just happened before, let's just scroll back here and check it out on the one-day chart. On the one day, this was a pretty decent move when we came up to nearly 1 cent. So I didn't expect any of this stuff to happen when we were languishing down here at the 0.003 and 0.004. And then I finally said, okay, this is not coming back down. This is a strong move. And I bought in at first at 0.0069. So since we corrected here, I thought, well, let's just try a small bag at this point, and then we'll just see what happens. So we'll kind of keep our eye on the birdie here. And based on this volume profile from the one day, it looks like our point of control price is quite a bit lower at 0.0055. So the decision here for IOST is going to be this. Do we bounce off of this ring? Do we come back to the 3.618 and jump up out to these higher levels? Or does the crossing of this ring bring us back down to the previous point of control price? If it does, we're still on a nice overall uptrend. You know, coming from this range, wait a minute, let's get a line on here. Starting from way back here at 0.003 and drawing a line. Notice how it kind of looks like it is very possible that we could correct all the way back down to this point of control price here, and we'll still be above the overall green ascending baseline. So I'm just looking for a quick flip in practice. If this does break up here towards this level, we'll just have to see what Bitcoin does. Right now, Bitcoin is pumping like crazy. Last time I looked, it was trading at 10,650. I still think we're going to go back down and fill that CME gap. So if it does happen that we fill the CME gap, I look for IOST to go back down to this baseline. But, you know, what difference does it make? Once this thing goes 10x, 100x, I don't think I'll really care that I bought at this point and could have gotten it a little bit lower. I'm just in accumulation mode. So thought I would share that with you real quick. What are your thoughts on IOST? And what do you think about the new move that they're making to get involved into the DeFi arena? And what do you think the potential is for IOST on the price based on the total supply, the circulating supply, and the history, the price history of this coin? Shout out to my 100th subscriber. I got to go look and see who it was. And shout out to all of my new commenters. We have a nice small group, and thanks for commenting. I really like to trade ideas and chop it up and talk about different projects. So I'm glad to have you here, and let's talk in the comments below. Give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I got more coming at you. I did buy a couple of other bags, so we'll talk about it in the next couple videos. This is Carlton Flowers, a Crypto Pro, and I'm out.